It is January 24th, 2025. In the building with my crew, homies overtime. Tate Boy Fresh and Payday on the Fans First Sports Network, Homies Overtime podcast. Chilling with my boys backstage. We just finished on the homies over on Steel Curtain Network. We're rocking it out tonight on the homies overtime with my boy Pay and Tate. We might get B-Dirt. He said he's stuck in the CO, but it is what it is. But I want to say first, man, what's cracking with my calls? What's up, Tate Boy Fresh? What's going on with you, bro?
Big G, what's good, man? Not too much, man. Just finished another fun, freaky Friday episode of the Homies podcast, and it got freaky. Both you and Pay said some stuff that I don't know. I guess I got a no Diddy too. You gave me double whammy no Diddy. So if I
That's
got
another one.
double whammy no Diddy,
hey,
double whammy. That's the game. The press your luck, double whammy.
Yeah, you pressing your luck, all right. Go ahead. You press
Not with it, no right. Diddy though. But yeah, man. So if what I said was a double no Diddy, then what Pay said, we won't even say what he said. You gotta watch the episode to hear that. But it's some craziness. Yeah. What Pay said.
Hey, Claude, we got you, man. Just give me a second. Let me say something to my boy Pay, and we got you because we're gonna address it. Pay, what's crack-a-lackin', man? What's going on with you, man?
Didn't appreciate some of those comments towards the end of last hour, but yeah, let's get it going.
Right. Claude, he said hello again from Super Chat Skippers. Claude, that was our fault. We take
not my fault.
I'm taking full responsibility. Me.
As you should, since you were watching the chat's comments that last show.
That is big facts. So it's my fault, but we're going to address it now. Claude Bishop Super Chat stated, Tomlin's like a leopard that never changes his spots. He's big trash. Fellas, do you think Tomlin's big trash? I'll go to either one of y'all.
Big trash is a bit harsh. Maybe over the hill, possibly. Mm-hmm. Maybe in need of a change of scenery, perhaps. Big trash is just a little bit far, though.
Mm-hmm. Tate?
You got to adapt and be willing to change. I think Tomlin is there. Now, from a schematic standpoint, he's not necessarily the guy, definitely not on offense. Maybe some of his defensive principles, schematics are getting a bit dated. He needs to allow somebody to come in there and breathe some fresh ideas into the organization, to the defense. I agree. Offensively, just leave it alone. Mike Tomlin, you are a leader of men. Players want to come to Pittsburgh and play for you. So from that perspective, from one of the best head coaches in the NFL, far as handling being the head coach of an organization, far as talking to the media, far as connecting with your players, far as being a leader of men, you are all those things. But your game plan's a little stale, may need some adjusting. You have to allow the adjustments to happen, Mike Tomlin. I say all the time, I tell people, Mike Tomlin's one of my top 5, not coaches. He's one of my top 5 just as a black man growing up and respecting other black men. Like Barack Obama's at the top of my list. Probably Denzel Washington, Will Smith. Mike Tomlin's in that top 5 as far as the way some of these guys conduct themselves and carry themselves and stuff like that. So as a person, as a leader, as a direct, no-nonsense communicator, I like all that stuff about Mike Tomlin. But ideas getting stale. If you're an old boss, you bring in new people that know what's going on up to date, and you let the new people, I worked with a guy that was my marketing director. I worked in marketing for a property management company out here in the DMV, the largest one out here in the DMV, actually. And I was part of the marketing team. I was a marketing and communications manager. And under my director, he was an older guy, full of great ideas, full of knowledge and everything. But like when it got to the point where a lot of marketing was done on social media, he didn't know nothing about it. We hired the best people to handle the social media advertising. And he would listen to that team about what do we need to do. Listen to the expertise. Listen to the young people when it comes to stuff you don't know about. Mike Tomlin, take that up and I think you still can be coach for another 5-10 years easy.
Got it. I agree. Claude said he didn't say he was big trash. He just said he was trash. Claude, trash is trash. I mean, it's just a matter of the size of what the bag is. It's either a small garbage bag or a big garbage bag, but it's still trash. It's all the same. Pay shaking his head like, yep, buddy. Don't even try it, pal. So
Yeah, but Big G, he get that from you. You throw trash around loosely too.
That's facts. I mean, I can't deny it. I can't deny it, man. Listen, I'll call you trash with the quickness. I don't care. You got to show me on a regular the specs. All right, fellas, look, we got to pause for the cause. We're going to get our commercial break in right off the bat because we got a lot of topics that we're going to talk to you tonight on the Homies Overtime podcast. If you're listening to us on audio, wherever you hear it, make sure you just pause, let the commercials play, pay the bills. If you're watching us live on YouTube, we'll be right back after a quick commercial break on the Homies Overtime. And we're back with the Homies Overtime podcast. George T said dumpster juice is something like that. It's like hot trash, man. It's all the same thing. It stinks, right? It stinks, Pay. That's what it does. It stinks. Trash is trash.
But you got trash out in the country. You got trash in New York City. It's levels of stink.
He said there's levels to this, Pay. Is there levels, Pay?
No, trash is trash.
But he said it stinks.
All trash stinks.
No, Pay, you was walking around New York City a few weeks ago, man. Come on, man. That's different.
Yeah. They got mountains of garbage bags on the corner in New York. That is fact. Trash. That's trash.
That's fact. Hey, we got another super chat from Claude. Claude, thanks for the 2, man. He said, do they match up with any of the 4 teams remaining? Listen, Claude, 28 teams don't match up with them. That's why they're the Final Four, bro.
But they beat the Commanders.
Yeah, they did beat them.
They got smashed by Philly. They got smashed by the Chiefs, and they beat the Commanders. Yeah. And who's the other team? Buffalo. They ain't played Buffalo this year. Buffalo probably would have smashed them. How it looked against Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Pittsburgh's got a lot going on. One of the biggest things too is health, but we'll get to that later on in the show. But yeah, of course they don't match up because there's 28 other teams that don't match up to them either. So, or 27 because Pittsburgh would be the 28th. All right, fellas. First topic right off the bat, the NFL coaching carousel, right? We got 2 squads that haven't named a coach. Wait a minute, Tate, you want to do that thing you want to do?
Yeah, well, we got to break down the AFC game real quick.
Oh, yeah, all right, let's do the AFC game first. Pay, I'm going to talk to you first. What are you saying for the AFC championship game, and who you think is going to win?
I haven't a clue who's going to win this game. I think Buffalo's got the mojo. Buffalo's got all the momentum. However, something about Kansas City, man. They got the refs in one pocket and they got a horseshoe up the other pocket, right up their ass.
Wait, no Diddy.
That's where they
no Diddy.
That's where
he was willing to take that one, Big G. He had to.
No Diddy.
You got to chill.
And they got a 4-leaf clover in their front pocket. I mean, they got all the luck.
They got a rabbit's foot in one of the pockets too.
Yeah, the rabbit's foot is around is on their chain. They keep that around their neck. Right? And they probably got a lamp somewhere in their locker. They got all the luck in the world. Every little trinket they have. Because Kansas City keeps winning games, and I don't know how. So, I mean, with that being said, I mean, it's hard for me to pick against them. Because how are they going to lose? Can you even imagine them losing this game to this team on this stage? I can't do it. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be not a shootout. I think it's going to be more of a defensive struggle. I don't see too many points. I took the under on pay dirt.
What's the under?
The total yesterday was 48.5.
Oh.
You know the forecast in Kansas City for the weekend?
Just regular cold, nothing out of the ordinary. I think it was supposed to be like in the upper 20s or low 30s, something like that.
Yeah. My
Okay.
kickoff is supposed to be like high 20s, low 30s. Yeah.
But so if I just to take a pick, just for the sake of the show, I'll go Kansas City 22-20. Score
Tate? Tate, what you got?
I personally think Josh Allen on a mission. I think Josh Allen, this is his year to beat Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. I see him having to win them games like he had a few weeks back, I believe, against somebody where he like got 6 touchdowns, like 4 pass TDs and 2 rushing TDs. I won't be one of them games, but he definitely gonna be a difference man. He's gonna be willing to put his body on the line, run it a little more, make a little more happen. I think you'll see Dalton Kincaid be more involved in the pass game. I think the running back name, Lil Cook, James Cook, will be more involved. And man, aren't him and Gibbs looking like some excellent picks by those teams, man? That's why, again, I'm with the Steelers drafting the running back, man. Sometimes you just draft the best player in the position that you need. We've been ignoring offense too long. All that money on defense, reallocate some of the money to, like Pay said, spend some money. Rooney, Mr. Rooney, spend some money. But I think, I got Buffalo winning. I got Buffalo taking this game, man. Both games is 4-point games to me. Both games got the same score. I got it being 24-20. The Eagles over the Commanders, and the Bills over the Chiefs.
I like it. I'm just going to say this. I think that the team that wins the game, whoever has the least amount of turnovers is going to win this game. And I think I like Buffalo. If you press Josh Allen to throw the ball, then okay, yeah. But my homeboy might mess up. So it could possibly come down to where my homeboy just throws a pick. But with the rabbit foot and the Lucky Charms and all that other stuff going on with Kansas City, I just can't pick against them, man. Give me the Chiefs, man. Give me the Chiefs.
When have you seen Pat do that in the clutch versus when have you seen Josh Allen do that in the clutch?
That's what I'm saying. Well, that one year, Kansas City and Buffalo, they went at it back to back. They went at it, bro. You know, and it came down to the last person with the ball. So I think that the turnover is going to be critical, but it's also going to be who controls the line of scrimmage and who controls time of possession. And Buffalo can do that. I don't know if Kansas City can do that. So, but I think that with all the rabbit's feet and all whatever else, you might have to just take the Kansas City Chiefs, man. You might have to take them. That's just my thought. All right, Tate, you said you had a clip you wanted to play. You said there was a clip you wanted to play. All right, play it, bro.
Let me get back to that. And I want to know you guys' thoughts real quick. Right here.
So if you had an opportunity to build the perfect wide receiver from your studies of guys, whether they're current or they're guys who played before you, and you think speed, size, route running, hands, toughness. So those 5 things, who would you pick for each to build the perfect guy? Speed.
Okay, that's easy. Actually, I wouldn't say easy. I'm going either Tyreek or Randy Moss.
Okay, I take those. Size.
Calvin.
Route running.
Can we just do feet?
You can do feet?
Chad.
Ooh, okay. Hands.
Fitz.
I love that. Toughness.
Hines Ward.
Man, you did that quick.
That's a real Megatron.
Hey,
got a transfer.
that dude is a killer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, that dude is a killer.
That's from Pay's boy, all-pro receiver, Amon St. Brown. First team all-pro, I believe, right? First team or second team? Second team.
First team.
You sure it wasn't Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson? But
96.
it's three receivers. It's three receivers. Okay, you're probably right. But so fellas, what do you think, yo? So size, speed, route running their feet, hands, and toughness. Who you got?
Can I make this preference first?
Go ahead.
That player already exists.
Who is it?
If you take Jeremiah Smith, wide receiver, Ohio State University, he's that guy already.
Yeah.
He's got all the traits you just named. That's what he is. He's already that dude. That is the perfect receiver. Jeremiah Smith.
Is it possible? Is it possible to find, mute, and boot the guy that's leading the show?
No. Jeremiah Smith is that dude, bro. He's got all the route running, all the hands, all the speed, all the toughness, everything you want. It already exists. He's all those guys mixed together already.
I don't disagree, but he's a freshman. Pay, you go ahead and give me your five receivers, man. Big G picked one guy. He made it easy. He's done.
I'm not gonna pick the guy that seems obvious for the first part. For the first part, speed. I'm not gonna take Tyreek Hill. I'm not gonna take Cheetah. I'm gonna take the second fastest guy in the league, DK Metcalf. I'll take his speed. What's the other one? Size.
You realize that Jeremiah's faster than DK, but keep going.
Jeremiah's not in the league.
Right. There you go.
So I'll take DK's his speed. He's at track speed, so I'll take him.
But he got whooped when he ran against the track guys. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, I mean he's not a track athlete, but he can. I'm saying that he does have track speed in comparison
But
to
Big G,
other guys.
What did USA track coach Dennis Mitchell tell us about Tyreek Hill if he raced some of the track athletes?
Adios, muchachos, my friend. You up out of here.
Tyreek is out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anybody in the league is up out of here.
Right.
Those are two different skill sets.
Right.
For size, I would take Randy. 6'4" and just eloquent with his feet. The feet, I like Chad. I love Chad's feet. Chad will route the best.
So that's okay. That both y'all said that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. What was the other? Hands. Ooh, I like Fitz's hands. Larry Fitzgerald.
You just in alignment with your boy St. Brown.
Is that what he said? He said Fitz too?
Yeah.
Let me switch that up there. I ain't gonna take Fitz hand. I'll take
take it. Because you're still talking about Jeremiah Smith. But keep going.
I'll take DeAndre I'll take Nuke. Mr. Hopkins for hands. And what's
hands? Okay, yeah, okay.
And what's the last one?
Toughness.
Give me the playmaker.
Michael Irvin.
Yes, sir.
I like that. But I'm impartial to Hines Ward, so I'm not gonna pick him. If it's me, I'm gonna say first one is speed. I'm probably gonna say just a burner, right? Man, I gotta go with, and he's not one of the greats, but you talk about speed. Give me the boy that ran the fastest 40 at the combine last year, Xavier Worthy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean 4.19, right?
No,
4.21.
Yeah,
4.21.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So fastest time at the combine. Give me him, speed. The next one was size. Size wise, give me. And see, I'm going off the board. You fellas might not even remember this guy. Give me Harold Carmichael.
I tell you, I got a better one. Andre Johnson.
Yeah, he's not.
Andre Johnson.
Yeah, he got that prototypical build. I could have said. I don't want to say Harold Carmichael. I'm gonna go ahead and say, for size, give me. You got Jeremiah Smith on all of them. So Big G, I'm taking your Andre Johnson. Give me Andre Johnson.
No, wait. Andre Johnson was 6'3", 225. Jeremiah Smith 6'3", 225.
Okay, but you took Jeremiah, so I'm taking Andre Johnson.
I don't need none of all them dudes. I got Jeremiah right now, but keep going.
For the third one was you got speed, you got size. Now you got feet, right? Route running.
Yep.
Give me, man. Since I'm not gonna take Hines, I'm gonna say give me AB, man.
Oh yeah.
Give me
Toe tap, AB.
yeah.
Yeah.
Give me AB for that one.
That's what Jeremiah Smith has to improve on. If he can do AB stuff, then oh my God, it's over. It's over. But go ahead, Tate.
4 was feet, hands. Oh, Big G. I'm going back home.
Carter.
Chris Carter. You already knew what it was.
Carter.
I'm going back home. Chris Carter. Yep, absolutely. And for toughness, and I still think Hines Ward's the toughest receiver to play in the last 30 years anyway. But I'm going to be different. Not going to take Hines. I'm going to take Steve Smith. Probably going to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he was
I'm
tough.
going to take Steve Smith for toughness.
He was tough.
Yeah.
Tough. But you know, like I said, listen, y'all pick great dudes, but I think the dude already exists. It's just all I know, and you can call me a homer, bias, all you want. If Jeremiah came out in this draft, he's in the top 3. Hands down. If Jeremiah came out in this draft.
You was wrong about Marvin Harrison on that one last year.
Well, I ain't wrong about this one. This one is different. This one a little different. You know, so yeah.
We won't know for 2 more years. But yeah, I mean, he's a lot of those things. It's just like Pay said, he's not a pro. He's only played 1 year college. But I do see all the potential of everything you're saying. The exercise, I don't think, was predicated on potential. It's like guys you know exist and just say that. But
yeah,
okay.
He's top 3 freshmen all time. Best freshman all time, top 3.
Yeah, you brought me around on that one, man. I mean, because when you said it earlier, I'm like, big G, man. You used to say the hottest takes, man. I mean, he's a beast wide receiver, but as the season went on, as a true freshman, only person I got over him right now that I can recall is AP, Adrian Peterson.
I got my 1, 2, 3.
I think I watched one of the games and Kirk Herbstreit said that himself.
Yeah, I think I got AP 1, Jeremiah Smith 2, Herschel Walker 3. Best freshmen of all time. Pay, who you got? 1, 2, 3 best freshmen.
Does what's my name? Maurice Claret count?
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Mosley was a true freshman.
Yeah.
Mosley was a true, yeah.
And won that championship.
Yeah, just like Jeremiah.
Ooh.
Just like Jeremiah. Just like Herschel Walker.
Mm-hmm.
True freshmen, and was the best player on their team. So yeah. All right, look, NFL coaching carousel. All right, everybody but the Dallas Cowboys, big trash while we talking, and the New Orleans Saints have an NFL coach. I want to know what you guys think about the coaching carousel, and why haven't you guys, or why do you guys think that Dallas hasn't hired a coach? Take you first. Coaching carousel, what hires do you like and dislike? And why haven't the Cowboys hired a coach?
I'm looking at Phoenix's Devin Hester speed. How fast was Devin Hester, Pay?
4.23.
Okay.
It wasn't more so his straight line speed. It was more his quickness, his ability to get the top speed faster than anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why he was one of the best kickoff returns, the best kickoff returner ever.
Mm-hmm.
Size, Megatron, I agree with that. Marvin Harrison, senior. Feet.
No, he said hands.
No, let's say feet. Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
Hands, Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he has some good feet. I mean, he also had Peyton Manning put the ball right on him.
Yeah.
But that's some other guys I picked. But I respect it, though. Jerry Rice toughness. Man, I didn't see Jerry Rice take.
No, Jerry Rice hands.
Hands. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And toughness, Steve Smith again. Yeah. As far as toughness goes, it got to be Hines Ward, Steve Smith, or Anquan Bolden for mine.
Yeah, me
toughness
too.
Out the last 30 years.
Me too.
But now the question again, Big G, was
the coaching carousel. What hire do you think was the best hire, and why haven't the Cowboys hired a coach yet?
Mike Vrabel's the best hire.
Ooh,
he is. I mean, he just like if Ohio State had a hire when Ryan Day got fired. He knows
that's a hot take, man.
Mike Vrabel getting a job is a hot take.
Yes, he's not the best hire.
That was Pay's first choice for the Bears.
No, That wasn't Pay first choice. Pay gonna tell
Hey,
you.
was Mike Vrabel your first choice?
No.
Yes.
No. Really
See?
was?
Yes. You've been gone for 2 weeks, G. That was my that
Oh,
was
you
my number
changed
one.
up. Oh, I didn't know. Hey, you had somebody else in mind, man.
But Mike Vrabel knows the New England culture, knows winning in New England, knows that fan base, knows that, how things should run in New England, and knows he got to be different than, pick up where Belichick left off, but with incorporating some different newness into it. I think that's the best fit. The best fit, Mike Vrabel. And what's the other part of the question?
Why haven't the Dallas Cowboys
Oh.
hired a head coach yet?
Well, I think they are. I don't think it has nothing to do with your boy Dion. He's not going to Dallas. I think and I talked to Mod about it. He actually called me and tell me about your hot takes.
He's talking to everybody about it because he's in denial, but I'm gonna get to that. Go ahead.
I would have. Pete Carroll got hired there. I would have took Pete Carroll in Dallas. Like I said, Dallas need a culture builder, man. Your boy before McCarthy, yeah. Or wait, it's McCartney. It's McCartney. Paul McCarthy is a Beatle. What is it, Pay?
It's the other way around. Paul McCartney is the Beatle.
Okay.
Mike McCarthy is the coach.
Okay, so Mike McCarthy and before him, Jason Garrett. Too nice of guys, too soft. They need to bring some toughness in there. I would have liked Robert Saleh. I like Pete Carroll first. I think they should give Brian Flores another opportunity. They need somebody that's going to build culture within. Dion not going to go there. Dion only coaching his son. Dallas ain't going to be able to do nothing to get up and get Shador Sanders. So it's not happening. Yeah, so that's my take on that. Dallas ain't how the coaches ain't found one yet. I think Dallas be making a mistake if they go towards Brian Schottenheimer. I don't like that one. Like I said, this morning, Schottenheimer's on the board. Pete Carroll's on the board. Now, Pete Carroll's gone. You got to introduce somebody else. I want that. We'd like to see that guy beat Brian Flores. Yeah, that's it. I mean, maybe they can try and get, but see, that's just more the same. Yeah, Brian Flores is my choice for Dallas. And they ain't hired a coach yet because they don't have one. Dion's not going in.
Okay. Pay, best hire, and why don't the Dallas Cowboys have a coach?
I'm gonna start off with the AFC North on this one. We didn't talk about it on the last hour, but Todd Monken, the offensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens, he was getting a lot of interviews. I mean, he's been the coordinator for one of the hottest offenses in the league last 2 seasons. With old boy taking that job over in Jacksonville, that pretty much assures that Todd Monken is coming back to Baltimore, right? Mm-hmm. So get ready for another season of whippings. The reason why Dallas doesn't have a coach right now is because they let Mike McCarthy out of his deal and let him going about his business. I don't think Jerry foresaw this happening. I thought he was going to be able to retain Mike McCarthy at a lower number or a number that he was comfortable with. Mike McCarthy, he said, "Hey, look, man, the nature of the beast is I get a raise. Pretty much, I get a raise. I don't know what that number was, but they couldn't come to pass, and I just think that's the reason why they had to separate it at that point. They couldn't come to the agreement on the number. But to that point, would you be shocked if Dion and Jerry end up together back in Dallas? Would that actually shock you?
Absolutely not, because that's what's going to happen. But go ahead. Absolutely not.
That would be the most interesting hire if it happens. But the best hire happened in Chicago. Ben Johnson going to Chicago is the best hire. For one, he was the belle of the ball for 2 off seasons in a row. Everybody wanted Ben last off season. Everybody wanted Ben this off season. Chicago got him. Chicago was the team with the number 1 quarterback in that draft. An offense that was in flux all season. It was a match made in heaven. Ben wanted that job since last season, and all he had to do was wait out Eberflus, and he got the job he wanted.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So I don't disagree. I think the only part about that is we talking proven. He's not proven. So that's kind of why I went with the guys I know are proven winners in the league. Mike Vrabel, thought Pete Carroll's a good hire. Even the dude that went to Jacksonville, Lynn Cohen or something like that.
Mm-hmm. That's
good offensive coordinator. I don't know what he's going to do in Jacksonville. Doug Peterson was a good offensive coordinator. Doug Peterson was a Super Bowl winning coach that really was just a good offensive coordinator. So I think Ben Johnson can come in and be good for Caleb Williams. Now, how he manages and sees the overall team, I don't know. I think he's a coaching candidate that got the job he wanted to pay. I believe you with that, and with an incredible upside potential. So he could be, but when I say best, I gotta kind of have some skin in the game and know what it is. That'd be like, Claude. That's going backwards, man. You think the Steelers defense is soft now? Mike McCarthy is not Paul Claude. Big G, you can address it, but let me.
That's all I need to address it right there. You did the right thing. Matter of fact, put him in there 2 times.
This is very rare that we have a consensus on this. Claude, would you take McCarthy over Tomlin? No.
Hell
put him
no.
in Matrix.
Put him back in the Matrix one more time. Put him back over there again. Put him back in there one more time.
That's a Matrix from everybody, Claude.
Yeah. 3 in a row. 3 in a row. Hell no. Stop that. No way.
McCarthy don't win in the playoffs. What are we doing here?
Exactly.
Hey, the one point Claude can argue is McCarthy's only Super Bowl he beat Tomlin.
That is facts.
But that's on Rashad Mendenhall.
Fumbling behind. Big trash.
Right.
Hey, now listen. Y'all gonna say I'm on one again with my G Stradamus. But I told Tate, I want y'all to go back. Tate, on the know-it-alls, on overtime. I said at the beginning of the season, this is what I said, and I'll go back and find the clip. I said, this is what's going to happen with the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to start out slow. Dak Prescott's going to get hurt. They're going to fight to try to hang around. They're not going to retain McCarthy, and Jerry Jones is going after Deion Sanders. There's an actual clip out there that exists.
You did not predict Dak getting hurt.
Yes, I did.
Oh, you didn't.
No, I said he was going to get hurt. I said by game 6. I said he would be a victim. Oh, I got the clip.
You said Dallas would be bad. Yes, and that would lead to Shador and Dion, but you didn't say Dak would get it. If you predict Dak to get hurt, if you predict Dak to get hurt, why are you here? Go play the lottery.
You don't think I do? but I'm telling you, I did say it, and I got the clip. I'm gonna pull it up and show it to you. I got it. Matter of fact, it was on the Know It All show. I'll go back. Ahmad said I was nuts. Everything's done happened except for the hiring. The issue why. Go ahead, Tate.
That's not gonna happen. So pump your brakes for you, G Stradamus anymore.
Okay, well, this is what he's waiting on. If Jerry Jones doesn't hire a coach between now and next Friday, Jerry Jones will wait to the Super Bowl and announce Deion Sanders is the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
With no guarantees that he can get Shador Sanders.
He's going to trade Dak Prescott.
Yeah, we have breaking news. Brian Schottenheimer, the offensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys, has been promoted to head coach.
Brian Schottenheimer, they named the coach?
Yes.
Way to stop that in his tracks.
Way to stop me in my tracks. Frozen. Well, they made it this weekend, so they did it. So hey, it is what it is.
Now, I don't necessarily like that one, but because I don't know.
Oh, did they hire Jason Witten? Did they hire Jason Witten yet? So I think they're going to hire now that it went that way. I think Jason Witten will get hired as the tight end coach or offensive consultant. Schottenheimer don't work it out in 2 years. Jason Witten becomes the head coach.
Somebody have to drag. Dak got a no trade clause 1. Don't not just matter anymore. Killed this conversation. Now that Dak has a no trade clause, who gonna pay Dak $60 million, man? They got to take on that contract.
Cleveland.
They wouldn't do it. They in too much cap hell anyway.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. All right, so we're down to the Saints. The Saints, the last team with no coach. Y'all, let's take another break. Pause for the cause. Pay some bills. We'll be right back on the Homies Overtime. If you're watching us live on YouTube, give us a second. Audio listeners, we'll be right back with the Homies Overtime on Fans First Sports Network. And we're back with the Homies Overtimes, chilling with Pate and Tate in the building. Fellas, next subject. Final review of the 2024 college football season. We're going to put it to bed after this, right? We're not going to go talk about Ohio State. I'm not going to run there because it's already done. We won the national championship, right? Being braggadocious about it is just, we already got the chip, right? But I want to put it in perspective for you guys.
Take your victory lap. What are you doing? Take your victory lap.
Bro, I'm gonna take my victory lap until August the 29th of next year, dog.
They haven't seen it.
Victory lap. I'm on victory lap. Well, you already see right now. I'm on a Steelers Network podcast and I'm Buckeye from head to toe. So yeah, I'm victory lap. Yeah, absolutely. But I want to put it in perspective. I want to know you guys' top 5 all-time college football teams. Pay, I'll go to you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is your all-time greatest college football teams?
Number 5.
Well, go ahead. I'm just gonna do top 5. I can't think.
Yeah, top 5. Yeah, we're gonna go top 5.
But you said in order 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, so it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can name it like that. I'm gonna give you the top 5, then I can try and rank them.
Okay.
Yeah, this is difficult. So I want to put, what was that undefeated team for Georgia? Georgia had an undefeated team recently, right? So
2022.
2022, that's got to be up in there. Just in this era where it's hard to keep players, and people, you got to pay people. It's hard to have a.
Had the NIL started yet? Then
I'm not sure. I believe so. I think the NIL started in 2021, 2020, around that time, right?
I thought it was more like the end of 22, but you could be right. I don't know.
So they're in there somewhere. I haven't ranked them yet. I want to go USC's Reggie Bush team.
2004.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta put Woody's team, 98.
Charles Woodson, 97, 98 Michigan Wolverines.
Yes, they gotta go in there. That's more sympathetic.
They shared a championship.
Yeah, they did. That's one of my favorite ones. So they probably go number 5 on this list. 'Cause I don't know if they'll beat anybody, but one of these Saban teams got to be on there too, right? Don't they have to be?
That's your list.
I don't know which one.
And that'll be 5 if you pick one of them Saban teams. There's your 5.
Give me the Saban team with Tua.
2020, Alabama.
Okay.
Devontae Smith's Heisman Trophy year.
Yeah, that sounds about right. No. The one before that when Tua took over for Jalen Hurts.
2019.
Yeah.
2019. Okay. All right. That's your list. Tate, your 5.
Man, I'm a little more seasoned experience than Pay, so I got some few more different takes. I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna put that Miami Hurricane team. Was it 2001?
2001.
Yeah, with Ed Reed. No, not Ed Reed. I mean,
Ed Reed started. He started in front of Sean Taylor.
Sean Taylor
was his backup. Yeah.
Ray Lewis on that team. It was like Jonathan Vilma.
Yes.
Yeah, they had some really good players in that team.
Their running back room was Clinton Portis, Willis McGahee, Frank Gore, and Walter Payton Jr.
And Andre Johnson was on that team too, wasn't he?
Roscoe Parrish was on that team. Jeremiah Shockey was on that team. Bubba Franks was on that team.
So
what's his name? What you call his son? Played for the Browns.
Son played for the Browns.
Tight end.
Oh yeah, freaky dude.
Yeah, light skin.
Kellen Winslow.
Winslow. Yeah, he was on that team.
Not freaky dude, like weird dude.
He's still locked up.
He's still locked up. Didn't he like rape a old lady?
Something like that.
Something
Off
like
the
that.
chain.
But
Throw Deshaun in there with him.
who?
Throw Deshaun in there with him.
Deshaun Watson.
And
No Diddy, no doubt.
just
Sell-
put
sell
him, Deshaun, and Brett Favre in the same block.
Damn. Damn. Go ahead, man.
But so I'm not saying that's one. That's one of my 5.
Mm-hmm.
I got to take the Joe Burrow LSU Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
Got to take them. Man, Big G, I don't want to put Ohio State in there twice. I'll be biased. So as of right now, I know what we think about this team because what they had to do to get there, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had to beat all these teams, but it's the playoff era now. You get more opportunities to beat all these teams.
Mm-hmm.
But pound for pound, give me the 14 Buckeyes.
Mm.
Zeke. Quarterback was Cardell Jones finished it, but Braxton Miller was there then.
They started out with Braxton, and they went to JT, and they went to Cardell.
Then the third string quarterback got him to the chip and won it.
Yep.
So that's 3. Miami, LSU with Burrow, 14 Ohio State. Now, Big G, I'm old enough to go back and remember the mid-90s Nebraska teams.
Yeah, great. I mean, they went on a 2 or 3 year run where they didn't lose a game.
Yeah. So I think they won. Did they win back-to-back?
Yes.
Yips. They didn't win back-to-back. They went back-to-back.
No, I think they won back-to-back.
Okay, you might be right. I'm saying
they beat Penn State and they beat Miami. They beat Penn State and they beat Miami.
Okay, so give me they beat Penn State. That was like Vinny Testaverde time. They beat Penn State.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I think maybe they won 2, but they went to 2 for sure. 1-1 went to 2.
Mm-hmm.
So Tommy Frazier, Lawrence Phillips, that team. The team you talking about had your boy, what's the receiver name? Irving Fryer back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Rozier, those teams, those Nebraska teams. But so I got the 94, 95 Nebraska team. And my 5th and final one I would put in there, I gotta go with Urban Meyer's Florida Gator team with Tebow and Chris Leak.
06?
All the criminals.
06? Aaron?
Yeah.
Gonzalez played tight end. Yeah. Demps,
Yeah.
Dallas Baker, the touchdown maker.
Shout out to the homie Jeff Demps. I was my brother-in-law was coaching him back then. He came around to a couple of barbecues back then. He ended up going track though. He played football in the league for like a season or 2, but then he went full-time track. He was in a couple of Olympics and stuff.
Percy Harvin was on that team, and Percy Harvin is the top 10 greatest college football player ever.
So that's what I'm leaving out because I do like Pay's USC Reggie Bush team.
You said top 10?
Percy Harvin is a top 10 college football player, not NFL, college football player ever.
You mean for wide receivers?
Player. Percy Harvin was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Go back and watch the tape.
He has a Heisman?
Live chat. Was Percy Harvin a top 10 college football player ever? Live chat.
I had to look at the chat.
The live chat is talking crazy already. Like Percy Harvin.
His teammate had 2 Heismans.
Ooh, they juiced. They did have
Percy
Chris
Harvin was different, bro. Percy Harvin was different. They saying yes. Percy Harvin was a beast, bro. He was a beast.
He was, but was he better than Reggie Bush?
Oh,
Herschel Walker, Barry Sanders,
Bo Jackson, Barry Sanders.
Percy was nasty, y'all.
Percy was. As far as college player, though, I put Percy Harvin slightly above Peter Warwick. You remember Peter Warwick, Florida State?
Peter Warwick was nasty too. He was nasty.
Yeah.
Michael Vick.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give him top 10, Big G. That's a lot. He could be top 25, but that's saying a lot.
Yeah, Percy Harvin was man. Percy Harvin was different.
Well, what was that position?
It's nice to have you back, Big G. You got
he played all the positions. He could play running back, wide receiver, quarterback, slot. He kickoff return, punt return. He did everything. He did everything.
Is he better than Charles Woodson?
No, because Woodson played defense.
Too much dip on your chip, G. It's too much dip. Yeah, top 10 that's a lot.
Man,
that's a lot.
Live chat,
like I say.
All right, I'll go
You-
top 15. I'll go top 15.
I go top 20, but it's a lot of great college players.
I would go top 20 this century.
No way.
This century? Oh, he
No
definitely.
way.
In the last 25 years, I would go top 20.
Oh,
If you extrapolate this out to the last 80, 90 years, no.
oh yeah,
way.
definitely not.
No
But
way.
top 20 this century. I mean, I'll put him in top 10 this century. I mean, this century.
Percy Harvin was nasty, y'all. He was nasty. He was nasty, man.
He wasn't better than Tebow, his teammate.
Yes, he was. Tebow was just the face of the team. He was the best player on their team all them years. Percy Harvin was unbelievable.
So Tebow was the best player on the team.
No, Percy Harvin was the best player on that team.
Well, I think a lot of this you got to attribute to Urban Meyer's coaching and schemes. I mean, because what Tebow did, JT Barrett did.
Facts.
He tried to. Chris Samuels played with the Buffalo Bills was a poor man's Percy Harvin, but he did all the same stuff.
Yeah, Paris
Running
Johnson,
back, receiver,
Paris
H-back.
Campbell. Paris Campbell was too.
Yeah, all that. So you got to attribute something to Coach Urban Meyer and the way he runs offense and what he wants from his quarterback. And what that position was called something.
GOAT. I don't know. I mean, GOAT. That's what it was called. GOAT.
No,
he could do everything.
It's actually the name of position in Urban Meyer's offense, though. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
All right, so this is my top 5. This is my top 5. And now y'all gonna be like, "Gee, you tripping?" But it's just my top 5.
You got 2 Ohio States in there, I already know.
No, I only got one.
Okay.
I got one. I got USC.
I missed that. That's my 6, but I could be tempted to put that in and take out who I said last.
Nebraska.
I'm Nebraska in there. It was somebody after Nebraska. I said Urban Meyer's Florida team. I could put USC in there over the Florida team, switch positions. So USC gets top 5. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I say 2004 USC Trojans. That team was unbelievable. I'm going to go the 2023 Michigan Wolverines. I think pound for pound, man for man, you get them in a phone booth and you start fighting. That defense was loaded, dog.
I like this. I like that one. I like that.
They was loaded.
I like it too, though, for a top 10. I don't think they was explosive enough for top 5.
Yeah.
Great team, great defense, but on offense they was going like Blake Corum, quarterback JJ McCarthy. Man,
That works.
Man. Yeah.
Wrong.
And they got I seen a mock draft where Edwards is going in the 7th round, Big G.
Yeah, because his knee is beat up, but that's another story.
Okay.
Number 3, 2001 Miami Hurricanes. Player for player, pound for pound, maybe the deepest roster ever to exist in college football.
I picked him, didn't I?
Huh? Yeah, you picked him.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 2, Ohio State 2024. Number 2. No, they beat 6 top 5 or 6 teams. They smashed everybody they played.
But like I said, that's today's college football playoffs, though.
Yeah.
If some of them other teams might have took advantage of the same opportunity. When I think about them, I think how good they were, but I put 2 losses on them too. So
I'm going to say this:
if it wasn't for today's playoff, they wouldn't have the opportunity.
So
it's not apples.
Out of Ohio State's 11 starters, 2 of them are not going pro. Well, 3 of them. Well, David Espinosa hasn't decided yet.
He's going.
No.
I think he's going.
Sonny Styles said today he's not leaving. So Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, I think Espinosa's going to come back. So if you got 8 guys off of that Buckeye starting rotation, all 8 of those guys will get drafted before the 5th round. Period. On offense, you're going to have Meck, Gee Scott, Jackson, Seth McLaughlin, Will Howard, Travion, Quinshawn. That's a squad.
Can Seth McLaughlin play guard?
Yes.
Can you get him in the 4th or 5th round because he coming off an injury?
Yes.
I'll put him in the bank if I'm the Steelers, but go ahead.
Yep. All right. And my number 1 college football team of all time, 2019 LSU Tigers. Joe Burrow was unstoppable. You're not going to freaking stop Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. I don't care what you do. Go back and look at the stats. Look at his passing percentage. Look at what he did. They destroyed everybody they played.
I think this year Joe Burrow was the best quarterback in the NFL. Ever since his year after injury, he's been a top 5 quarterback in the league. But I've never seen Joe Burrow play without talent on both sides of the wide receivers. You know, he either had Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fact. But, man, Jamar, you talking about dotting guys up? Just Joe Burrow, man, dots dudes up, bro. He's been doing that. Yeah, he dots them up. His completion percentage was something sick. I think it was like 80-something% completion percentage. You know, his average yards per pass, I think that year was like 11 yards per completion. His average yards was like 11 yards per completion.
Was his Heisman season better than Jaden Daniels' Heisman season last year?
Jaden Daniels actually broke his records as far as yards.
And he had 50 touchdowns. I don't know what Joe Burrow had. He had 50 touchdowns and 4 interceptions.
Yeah. But the only thing about the 19 team, their defense wasn't all that. And that's why I think that the Buckeyes, this 2024 team might have gave them the business. Because you wasn't scoring on Ohio State's defense. I don't give a damn.
I agree. They like Big G. 2 L's. All the other championship teams you name, nobody had 2 L's.
That's facts. That's facts. But
so I gotta hang them L's, and they gotta wear them too.
Yeah, that's facts. And with a 4 straight loss to Michigan. That's part of the reason why I had to put the 2023 Michigan team in there. Because that team was loaded, man.
Yeah, man. I'm with Tate on this one, man. Am I the only one that was a little meh about that team, about that championship game? It was like, all right. I mean, maybe it's because it was a Monday after a big NFL game, but and they were such large favorites over Notre Dame. I only watched for like
it was 6, right? It was only 6. It wasn't like it was when they lost to Michigan, though.
Yeah, but I mean, no. Before kickoff, it was 9.
Yeah, it was.
It was 9.5. It's some books. So no, it was a large fave.
Well, against Michigan, it was 22.5, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In fact, I'm more impressed with Notre Dame for keeping it close. But yeah, put them on your list.
I was impressed with Riley Leonard. He impressed me, surprised me. But again, I said Ohio State scored 30, it's over. And that proved out to be the case.
If OSU wants to impress me, fire Ryan Day. That would be impressive. Fire Ryan Day. In fact, I'll tell you why. He still needs to be fired. He still needs to be fired because he's dipping his chin in the shoe polish. He's cut that out. He looked like he got headbutted by
Hey, man, that boy get his stuff dyed like me. Ain't nothing wrong with him, man. Sometimes you got to kill the grays, man.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough of you trying to tell me that's your natural hair color. Stop it. Stop it.
No, it ain't.
Cut it out. You look ridiculous. And you know what else?
But it ain't painted on. It's just dye. That's it.
It's painted. It looked like he got his whole chin is covered in electrical tape. That's what it looked like.
Oh, come on, man.
Hey, man, but see, I got people that want to fire Ryan Day too. I talk to people all the time.
Yeah,
and
I know one in particular.
It's about one game they worried about every year. We're not supposed to lose to Michigan, but you got to consider who you're gonna get. You got to consider the recruits that Ryan Day got. Tavion St. Clair and Jeremiah Smith. They said Ryan Day the best coach of college football.
And you know
where
what?
are they at if they don't got Jeremiah Smith and they bringing in Tavion St. Clair?
You guys have convinced me. Tate, you convinced me. G, you convinced me because you put him in your top 5. If OSU wants to impress me, beat Michigan. Michigan won the championship last year while beating Ohio State. That's a real championship team.
They both championship. They both the champions. Yeah. No other team has ever beat 6 top 5 teams. Nobody.
They ain't beat Michigan.
They won the chip.
And
the goal is to win the chip.
They played 16 games, Big G. Typically, them teams you talking about like 13-0 or 12-1 winning chips.
So that means it makes it harder to win 16 to 17 games. That's hard to do.
No, because when they lost to Michigan, they would have been going home back in the day, like last year.
Last year, you'd have went home after that game. That'd have been it. And Ryan Day wouldn't have no more money to cover his chin.
It's going to get harder and harder and harder for teams to win. Wait till
more difficult.
Yeah, facts. All right, Claude Bishop for the 5. Would Dwayne Haskins be the Steelers franchise quarterback today? And G, do you ever think before you talk? Laugh out loud. You're my man, bro. I appreciate you, Claude. In my opinion, would Dwayne Haskins be? Yes. Yes. If Dwayne Haskins wouldn't die, Dwayne Haskins would be our quarterback.
And you wouldn't have had draft Kenny Pickett with your first round pick.
Yes.
So you'd have another shot at a potential impact player. So that means that the one who's really at fault, not Omar Khan, but Kevin Colbert,
Colbert.
made all them bad picks. Omar Khan just started picking 2 years ago. In my opinion, from what Pace said earlier, Omar Khan has had excellent drafts.
Yeah.
You know, now Broderick Jones was a young rookie last year. I think he gets more growth under a better coach. Fautano didn't play it all this year. Last year was the year they got Pickens and Calvin Austin third. He missed his whole first year. Ron Wilson missed his whole first year. I mean, so they got players they ain't getting on the field. I mean, I like Peyton Wilson. I like Zach Frazier. Who
Benny
else
Bishop.
Eden brought in there?
Benny Bishop.
I like Nick Herbig.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so I think Omar Khan has done an okay job. He just made the mistake last year of ignoring the wide receiver room, thinking he can wait everybody out and fleece somebody and not bring in a number 1A, 1B receiver. Because Pittsburgh, like Pace said earlier, is cheap.
Yeah.
They're trying to wait out the deal and not spend the bag. I mean, I'm glad they didn't get Brandon Ayuk because, as it turned out, I think he just overperformed the year before. I don't think he was that guy, but don't mean they couldn't win and pay somebody. I fully expect them to try and don't make the mistake of getting Amari Cooper. You want somebody, pay T. Higgins, go trade for DK Metcalf, give
Garrett Wilson.
Trade for Garrett Wilson, give Devontae Adams a $15 million deal if he'd take it for 2 years, 30. I mean, do something different. Bring in somebody that's going to impact right now and don't be trying to cheap your way out of it. As Pace said earlier, but I said that's a narrative and a directive coming from the top from Rooney. Rooney's the second, Art the second, and they don't spend high in free agency. Maybe it's time to shift with the times. Owner Rooney the second, and let go some of that bag, man.
Pat, you was gonna say something?
I was, and I forgot what I was going to say.
Hey,
was it something about Omar Khan?
No, not necessarily. I don't think so. I think it had something to do with the quarterback, Haskins. To your point, well, the question, I have an extended question on that.
Mm-hmm.
You think he was that good to still be the quarterback for this team? Like right now, if he didn't die, if he would still be the quarterback right now, because he had some troubles adjusting to the league.
Well, that's hard to project
in Washington.
Yeah,
right.
That would have been hard to project because the Steelers drafting would have looked so much different. I got an actual segue piece that's coming out here pretty soon on multiple different networks, and I'm going to talk about the damage that Omar Khan did that Kevin Colbert did to the Pittsburgh Steelers from 2017 to 2022. That 5 years of damage that was done by Kevin Colbert as a direct coalition of what you're seeing now with the product on the field.
Correlation. Yeah.
Direct. Direct, you can connect them. So,
right, that's a correlation.
Correlation. So listen, he did major damage. Major damage. I'm talking about
I agree with you.
Chase Claypool, Terrell Edmonds, Devin Bush. I mean, the list goes on and on. He drafted on 2 franchise quarterbacks. He passed on Lamar Jackson in 2018. He passed on Jalen Hurts in 2021. And then the way out the door, he kicked us in the teeth by drafting Kenny Pickett. So I got some stuff with that. Be looking for that.
Hey, Big G,
YouTube exclusive, an expose?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Right now, is Malik Willis better than Kenny Pickett?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely.
They could have used a first round pick for somewhere else. I think Malik Willis went like in the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they messed it up. Kevin Colbert messed it up. So people are kicking Tomlin. Well, you need to kick Kevin Colbert too. So because sometimes you can only do what your GM does. Well, the GM's job is to draft talent.
Kevin Colbert don't have a job, so
that's the whole reason I'm talking about.
And Tomlin is still putting his hand on the emergency brake, as far as offensively, and playing that passive zone defense. The Tampa 2 or whatever they like to run, where they fall back in zone and concede space. If I'm gonna get beat, man, you're gonna beat me because you beat me mano a mano. I'm not dying by 1,000 cuts. You're gonna stab me in the heart, and I'm gonna be done.
Brett Howell, that's part of what I'm going to talk about on there. Because Big Ben has something to do with this too. His unwillingness to, he didn't want, go back and look at Joe Flacco and Ben Roethlisberger at the same time. Look at the 7 seasons before Flacco, 7 seasons before Ben. 2018, Baltimore made a decision. We're going to bring in our next quarterback. Ben Roethlisberger was like, He's got an Aaron Rodgers complex, just like some of those other prima donna quarterbacks. He's our greatest quarterback that ever played, but he didn't want to understudy because he knew that was going to force him out of the door faster.
If I remember, the way I remember this is that Ben was contemplating retirement when he had 2 or 3 years left on his deal, and the Steelers threatened him and said, "Hey, if you leave, we're gonna need all that signing bonus money back," which forced Ben to come back. And as you all saw the last 2-3 years of him in his career, he should have been gone.
He should have been gone in that part. I don't know all about that part, but I will say the Steelers, after the last year, the Steelers were Ben wanted to come back. Steelers were done. They gave him a contract under market than what he probably could command, and they thought he would go away. He accepted it. I think his last year he played for like $15 million a year.
Yep.
He accepted it, and that kind of like Pittsburgh, that forced him one more year with Ben.
Yep. And Kevin Colbert and Ben Roethlisberger was like this. And so Kevin Colbert was going to do what Ben wanted to do. He said, to hell with Tomlin. I'm going to do what Ben want to do. I'm not drafting a quarterback.
The whole thing with his boy, Fichtner, offensive coordinator, that was a big thing.
Yep.
That was a big thing. That set us back because Fichtner wasn't good. And then Tomlin hired Matt Canada.
Yep.
That's another 5-6 years of setback.
Yep.
And now we play with Arthur Smith this year as a coordinator. We didn't see Arthur Smith's true offense because Tomlin wanted to put Russ in there. It's been reported Arthur Smith wanted to stay with Justin Fields because that's where your best floor is, and that's where the ceiling is the highest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Russ may have had a better floor. Yeah, that's what I meant. But the upside, the potential is with Justin Fields. You could have him have had a whole year under his belt. You paying Justin Fields more, you paying Russ. Mm-hmm. I think Tomlin went with that because Russ was signed like 3 or 4 days before they traded for Justin Fields. Mm-hmm. I think during those negotiations, Tomlin and Khan probably made Russ a promise that he'd be the starter.
Yep.
And I think they tried. Russ probably could have played in game 2 or 3, but they kept saying, we're going to play Justin till your calf is ready, right? And then in week 7, Russ finally played. They won, but they got plus I think part of it was they got to see some Justin Fields for 6 weeks, and they didn't go over the threshold of worried about Fields playing 51% of the snaps and having to give Chicago a 4th.
I agree with that. And Tate, outside of the Cincinnati Bengals Pittsburgh Steelers game, name me another game that Russell Wilson dominated during his wins. He didn't.
I mean, you can argue against the Jets and Giants. His first 2 games, he looked good.
Okay.
I mean, but yeah, they didn't do none, execute anything special on offense.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, that piece is coming out. And I'm telling y'all, look for it across different Steeler networks. I'm telling you, because it's so many people, and I'm not doing this as to be an apologist for Mike Tomlin. But if you're going to tell the whole truth about what happened to the Pittsburgh Steelers and why we're at where we're at now, headed into the 2025 season, you got to talk about what happened between 2017 to 2024. Because there was a lot of stuff, and it wasn't all on Mike Tomlin. And a lot of it, I'm telling you, was on Kevin Colbert. So be looking for it, y'all. Tate, you want to take one more break and to get to these last topics and get up out of here?
Go ahead, man. Then you're going to come back to quickly the awards, and we're going to mention the All-Star game starters, right?
Got you. Yep.
All
Quick
right.
commercial break. Pause for the calls. We'll be right back on the Homies Overtime podcast. All right, fellas, we're back. We're going to quickly cover these 2 topics. Award finalists for the NFL. Who wins these 4 awards: Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year. No, 5 awards: MVP, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Pay, you first. Who wins those 5 awards? Who's your winner?
MVP is Lamar Jackson, best player in the league. Offensive Player of the Year, I'll give the Saquon 2,000 yards for a running back, even in 18 games. It's something that is very rare, more so rare than what we saw out of.
Well, he did it. He did it in 16 games. He saw out the last one, but yeah,
true. 2,000 yards for running back is more rare than what we saw out of Josh Allen and Joe Burrow this year. So I'll go that route. Defensive Player of the Year, that's a tough one. I'm gonna come back to that one. Let's Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year. I like Jared Verse out of LA for that
Defensive
award. Yeah.
Okay.
And Offensive Rookie of the Year, I think that's pretty much set in tone. You won that one. Jaden Daniels got that with a bullet. Defensive Player of the Year, I think I'm gonna go with I think this one has no shot in making it, but I thought he had a very good impact on defense this year. But I'm gonna go with Van Ginkel out of Minnesota.
Like it. Tate Boy Fresh, you're 5. Who you got?
MVP, agree with Pay, Lamar Jackson. I think it's a discussion for Offensive Player of the Year between Burrow and Saquon, but I'll take Saquon. Saquon's still playing. Your boy Burrow sitting at home, but you can't leave out Derrick Henry too. He's gonna be in the vote too. And my minus 70 yards, you can argue he had just as good a season and just as good as impact as Saquon Barkley. You know, so I'm gonna go Saquon though, but I got Burrow and Derrick Henry in the discussion for Offensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, it's easy. It's Jaden Daniels. Defensive Rookie of the Year, that's a tough one. So many ways you could go, but I think I like what he brought to the defense where it needed improvement. I like the kid out of Toledo that played for the Eagles.
Quinyon
Mitchell. I like him. I like Verse too, Pat. That's a good one. Defensive Player of the Year. This seems to be a number-related stat. They got to a winning season, 9-8. I'm gonna go with B. Dirt's boy, Trey Hendrickson. Led the league in sacks. He was the only impact player on that defense. Kind of carried them, TJ Watt style. But they don't always go off that. But the numbers suggest. But he played for a bad defense. That could knock him too, right? But I'm gonna stick with him.
Okay.
In that 5? In that all 5?
Yeah, that's 5. Yep.
Right.
I'm gonna read Claude's super chat and go through mine real quick. Claude G, it's on the Roonies for Keekland, Tomlin, and staff. No, Claude. It's not on the Roonies.
That's not Matrix worthy, but Claude. I mean, I think to what you said, my question is always who do you get? You fire Tom, you relate. Change for the sake of changing ain't just necessarily gonna be good change. You know what I mean? It doesn't always work out that way. I mean, sometimes you change and go backwards, right? You don't plan on it, but you change and go backwards just because you change for the sake of changing. You know?
Hey, shout out to my boy Maul. What's crack-a-lackin', bro? Good to see you, man, in the live chat, man. What's happening? So I agree, Tate. My 5, real quick. I agree with Lamar. I agree with Saquon. My defensive player of the year is Patrick Surtain II. That's just me. I want to do something different. I like Verse, the defensive end.
Patrick Surtain. Oh, for the Broncos.
Denver Broncos, yeah.
Yeah, he's up there.
Verse, I like for the Rams, but Chop Robinson's in there as your finalist for that defense.
He ain't in there, Big G. You just saying
I
that.
Bet corner time, a half hour right now.
For rookie
of the year, he's in there. I know I got it right in front of me. Chop Robertson is in it as the finalist.
With his 5 sacks.
He's in it as a finalist. He's in the final 5.
So you think he should win it?
No, I said Verse should win it. But I said shout out to Shot Robinson because he made the final five. Okay.
Okay. I don't disagree with Verse. Verse was my second choice after.
Yeah.
But I think impact on winning. The Eagles needed secondary help bad. They got the boy out of Iowa and they got Mitchell. So that's why I went with him. In position of need, they put your boy, the dude from Iowa, what's his name?
For Iowa.
From Iowa, the DB they drafted from Iowa.
Cooper DeJean.
Yeah,
Cooper DeJean. Yeah, they put him in the slot and put Mitchell out there on the corner opposite Slay, and the Eagles defense turned around. They was getting roasted last year. But yeah, okay. I agree with Verse though, but I just happened to pick Mitchell.
Yep, and then my last guy for the offensive rookie of the year, hands down, Jaden Daniels. All right, we got one last subject. All-Star game. Starters were named. 5. They're going back to the old school format, East versus West. You know, and ain't no pick a captain. I would just want to get you guys' thoughts.
It is a captain, though. Ain't LeBron and Giannis the captains?
Yeah, but it's still East versus West. Like, you can't pick a guy. You can't be in the East to pick a dude in the West. That's how it used to go.
Right. Hey, well, what's the new All-Star format, though? They doing it different, though, Big G.
Are they?
So it's going to be a single elimination style All-Star game. So you're going to have...
They're going to have the East or West.
Yeah. You're gonna have
and they're going to have... What's the third team?
Third team is going to be the winner of the rookie-sophomore game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
The fourth team is, I think that's made up of other All-Stars, if I'm not mistaken. I forget the fourth team, but that's pretty much the gist of it. It'll be a single elimination tournament. I hope it's entertaining. I hope they play some type of compelling ball. But in any case, and if they don't, so what? I'm still gonna watch. It's basketball.
Facts.
Did speaking of basketball, did North Carolina lose other night to Wake Forest?
Yes, they did.
They right down there with Ohio State, about the same record. Except Ohio State beat Purdue in Purdue. Ohio State has beat
12-7, right? Both 12-7.
8. They got 8 losses. I think Ohio State 11-8, North Carolina 12-8. They beat Kentucky. I'm talking about Ohio State, and they beat a ranked Texas team. So, you know,
that's called bubble.
That's called bubble. That's called bubble. You're right. But North Carolina bubble too, though, right?
Y'all bubble better than North Carolina's.
The bubble the burst. They said it's the burst.
The only ranked team I think North Carolina's beat is UCLA.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, Tate, what you think about the All-Star? What you think about the All-Star, Tate?
Well, I'm not going to talk about the format. I'm going to talk about the starters. So, I mean, now I feel like the West. You tell me, Steph, Shea, KD, LeBron, and Joker. That could be one of the all-time starting All-Star lineups, as far as it being East versus West. Would you agree?
Starting 5.
Steph, Shea, KD, LeBron, and Joker.
Yeah, because you got 3 great ones. And you got 3. That's 3 of the top probably 25 or 30 players ever. And then you got Joker, who's probably going to win another MVP. Shea's going to win one.
You can argue for the top players all time, the top 20, I mean, are on that team.
Yeah, if you include Joker, I just don't know if Joker's there yet, but he's close. I'll say top 30 all time.
Close. Joker got 3 MVPs.
And on his way to a 4th.
He
had a stat line the other night for Wilt that only Wilt Chamberlain has done. He had like 30-something, 20-something, almost 20 assists, 4 blocks, 2 steals. It was ridiculous.
LeBron got 4. The KD got 1 or 2.
1.
Yeah.
1. So that's 7, 8. Steph got 3.
No. Steph only has 3 MVPs.
2?
I believe it's 2.
No, it's at least 2.
I think he has 2. And one of them was
at least
unanimous.
2. I'm thinking it might be 3, but it's at least 2. I know he got 2.
He ain't got 3.
And Shea is the MVP favorite this year. So
SGA is the favorite.
I said Shea.
Oh yeah, my fault. I thought I heard Joker. My fault.
Nah, Shea is the favorite. I told Big G a couple weeks ago he was just a year ahead of schedule. Shea greater than Luca as of right now. That's a factual statement. Took
Shea
some
over
time
Luka.
for it to. I mean, maybe he is looking through his crystal ball because he's right about Jeremiah Smith too. Not about being the best freshman ever, but he's up there. His argument has some credence to it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I just look at I hope for like Pace said, an exciting game, however they play. You look at the East lineup, you got Jason Tatum. He's on the All-Star team, man. Jaylen Brown will be an All-Star though, but he's not no starter. You got Giannis playing center, Big Cat playing power forward with Tatum and Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson. So
The East was biased.
on what?
Eric Mobley should have started.
Over
Mobley
Giannis or
should've-
Cat? Cat
Over
having the best
Cat.
season of his career.
Cat
The-
ain't having no super good season.
Big G averaging like 26 and he like second or third in rebounding in the league. I'm gonna pull up his stats while y'all talk about it.
I'm gonna agree with both of you all. Cat is having a good season for Cat. I mean, but statistically, it's same as what he was doing in Minnesota. There's nothing we haven't seen from him before, but he's doing it in New York.
Yeah.
There's the difference.
Yeah. And he got a bunch of better players around him too. He should be doing better.
Cat is averaging 25.1 rebounds at 14 and assists at 3.5, all while shooting 54, almost 55% from the field.
What's
He's an
Mobley?
all-star.
What's Mobley?
Oh, Mobley might be averaging like 19. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Go ahead, y'all.
I bet you Mobley's
Now-
probably
now-
about
now I
19 or
think-
20.
You're
19 or
forgetting.
20.
You're forgetting that this majority is popularity, right?
Yeah.
So
And Mobley's
right.
not that.
no,
I
he
think
plays
I
on
think
team.
Mobley's a better player, but he don't deserve to start over Cat.
He's not a better player. No, I wouldn't go that
He's
far.
definitely a better player. But he's
Not better than Cat.
he's a first team all defensive team defender. His offense he's averaging 19 and like 9. Let me pull up what he's averaging. And he's just glue. Cat ain't glue. Evan Mobley probably shooting like 38% from 3 this year too, which that improved. His playmaking, he averaged more assists than Cat. Now Cat got him on the boards, and Cat is the go-to guy along with Brunson on the Knicks. So he gets stuff called for him. Evan Mobley don't really get stuff called for him.
You made the argument for me. Cat is the better player. Cat will go to any team that Evan Mobley is on and be the number one offensive option.
Ooh.
But it's not because Mobley's not good. It's because they backcourt dominant.
I
Cavs.
never said Mobley. I never said Mobley wasn't good. I said
Cat wouldn't come to the Cavs and be the best player.
I said he would come to be the number one option over Mobley.
No, Donovan
Mitchell's
Mitchell is
number
number
one.
one.
Over Mobley.
Oh. Okay. Well.
He'd be a liability defensively.
Oh, yeah. I take it from me. I've never defended Cat. Cat is a terrible defender.
Evan Mobley averaging 18.6, shooting almost 57.5% from the field, 9 assists. I mean, no, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists.
All-star, but not a
Averaging-
starter. I feel it.
Averaging
Yeah.
30 minutes a game,
Yeah. Cat better.
and Cat averages 35 minutes a game.
Cat better. I get it.
Yeah, Cat is better right now. So Mobley's gonna be an all-star though. I don't think he should be a starter though. He gonna be sitting over there with Payboy Jaylen Brown, the best player in the league.
Jay, stop that.
Or the best Celtic. The best Celtics, what he said, I think.
The best Celtic.
Yeah. He ain't better than Tatum. Stop that, Pay. Stop it. He's not better than him.
In crunch time, who makes the plays? We'll
Hey.
let that decide.
Thank you, Tate. Thank you.
They wouldn't have that
Not
ring.
better than Jason Tatum.
They
He's
wouldn't
not
have
better
that.
than
They
him.
would not have that ring if it wasn't for Jaylen Brown bailing Tatum out.
Steph wouldn't have a
summer.
ring if it wasn't for Iggy. But that doesn't mean Iggy's better than Steph.
Well, Steph got 4 rings though.
But one of them he wouldn't have got unless it was Iggy. Because Iggy showed up and showed out, but Iggy's not better than Steph. Brown is not better than Jason Tatum, man.
No. What you meant to say is Steph wouldn't have that ring if Kyrie, Kevin Love, and somebody else didn't get hurt.
Man, Iggy was out there balling. That's why he won MVP.
He was never balling. He was not balling in that series.
What?
He was not balling.
Okay.
I think he averaged like 11 points. 11 points.
They give MVPs the bums. That's what you're telling me.
They averaged 11 points, and he stopped LeBron from averaging 40. That's why they gave him the trophy, and that was it.
Man, listen, Iggy got an Finals MVP. Jaylen Brown got a Finals MVP, but he's not better than Jason Tatum, man.
I mean, he got the Finals MVP. He got the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. He made all the clutch shots. I mean, what else you want me to say?
Jason, when was the last time Jason Tatum missed
even if you said he had the better playoff, he deserved everything he got last year. He's not the better player.
No, he's not.
If you determine these things when it matters, you determine who's the best when everything has to be pushed into the middle.
Where was he at the year they lost the finals? Who was it to?
It was to Golden State.
To Golden State. Where was Jaylen Brown then? He wasn't ready to assume the mantle yet.
Well, I remember Jason Tatum was doing too much Kobe love crushing and missing everything like Kobe. That's what he was. That's what happened.
Love crushing.
I mean, I remember that. How was a Celtic coming into the game wearing purple and gold? They deserve to lose that finals. Terrible.
Okay. I still think Jaylen Brown's not as good as Tatum, but that's for another day.
Black and Gold Standard says the greatest team assembled in the East ever was Larry Bird, Boston Celtics, Dominique Wilkins, Atlanta Hawks, Michael Jordan, Chicago Bulls, Isaiah Thomas, Detroit Pistons, and Moses Malone, Washington Bullets. That's a hell of a team.
Ooh, that's a hell of a team. Moses, Dominique, Isaiah, Jordan, and Bird. That's a hell of a team. It is.
That's a squad.
But if you look at the all-time list, I mean, so on that team, Moses top 20, right?
Yeah.
Jordan is top 2, but so he's in the top 20, but top 2.
Yeah. Bird.
Bird is top 7.
Yeah.
Top 10.
Top 10.
Top
See,
7.
We got different appreciation for Bird Pay because we actually watched him in his prime.
I'm still putting him top 10. I'm not saying he's 10. I'm just making it easy. Say top 10.
Oh yeah, okay. And who? Dominique. Okay. And Isaiah, probably one of the top.
Is this the freeze out game?
What you mean?
When they froze Isaiah out at the All-Star game under Jordan's orders?
Yeah, he All-Star. Absolutely, they did. They absolutely did. They absolutely did.
He was like a mafioso. This guy Jordan.
Yeah. He said no. He's not getting the ball.
Isaiah top 5 point guard all time. I got Isaiah in the top 25. It was a time Isaiah was automatically number 2 behind Magic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but now the game's evolved. Point guards are doing more. Now you gotta look at
and then John Stockton came around and Chris.
No, John Stockton's still behind Isaiah. And Isaiah should have been on the dream team and not John Stockton. That was your mob boss Jordan too.
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
Just like Shaq should have been on there over Christian Laettner. If we just talking talent, but you gotta have your representatives in the United States Olympic team.
Yep.
Trash. So. That's when I agree with G. Trash.
I mean,
Bishop, man, thanks for the 5. Pay, you get the game ball for today, and thanks for carrying the show again. It wouldn't be a good show without you. Pay, thanks again. Tate, could you escort him properly? I appreciate Tate. I appreciate you, Tate, man. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, Pay, you want to give him the third one again yourself?
Yeah.
I do not. I don't. I agree with this comment.
Man, oh my God.
He agreed with the dude that said Jaylen Brown better than Jason Tate. That's how he finishes the show.
Man, Claude, You know what? We're gonna make another matrix sign, and you're gonna have your own specific bias. Claude's bias.
Yeah, go ahead and get the sign, Big G. I'll make the graphic.
Yeah.
Hey,
Claude's bias.
he did have his own matrix for a while, but it's getting too crowded in there. We had to put other people along in there with your Claude. So
yeah, he got a residency now. He got a residency. Nice little neighborhood.
So the other night, LeBron became the second player age 40 to get a triple double. Who's the other one? Tate or Big G?
Age 40. If I'm just gonna get, I wouldn't be Dirk.
Money.
No.
Money got a triple double
At 40.
I don't think you do. Big G.
How old was Money with the Wizards?
Like 39, I think was the oldest.
Okay, all right, yeah. Okay.
Huh. Vince Carter played until he was 40. Who else played into their 40s?
Dirk.
That was capable of getting a triple double.
Yeah, that's the one. I mean, it's only been like a handful of players to play into their 40s. That's tough. I don't even know this one offhand.
I don't know.
I mean, LeBron got like 5 of them since he turned 40, doesn't he?
Yeah,
No, he just turned 40 a month ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, he got like 5 of them already. Somewhere here there.
I think you just confusing being the best player ever after 40 with, he got all these numbers. He got good numbers, but triple-double is different. I think that was his first one. The only other player to say, your brain power, the mailman.
Ugh.
He was garbage with the Lakers.
Triple-double over the age of 40. That was the question.
He's right about that, Tate. He's right about that.
Triple-double over the age of 40.
I know, but he was garbage with the Lakers. He was
Trash.
garbage. Him and Gary Payton, they both was garbage.
Him and them heavy ass socks.
You see how you use that term loosely, Big G. You just
At age
mailman.
40, they was garbage.
He got a triple-double, Big G. Just speak to what we talking about.
Okay. Yeah, but it was over. It was over. They was trying to save him and get him a chip.
What's that saying they say? Like, when you getting older, I can do what I used to do for a night, but I can't do it every night or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something
All right.
in that neighborhood.
Last comment, man, before we get out of here. Black and Gold Standard said Kevin Durant, Oklahoma City Thunder, Kobe Bryant, Los Angeles Lakers, Chris Paul, New Orleans Hornets, Carmelo Anthony, Denver Nuggets, and Tim Duncan, San Antonio Spurs, 2011 Western Conference starters.
Well, Kevin Durant crossed himself out on this team. LeBron and Steph are probably greater than anybody on that list, except Tim Duncan.
Kobe.
LeBron is
Kobe better than Steph.
Yeah, you could argue that, but Steph is all-time great, and
I'm taking Steph in that argument. Sorry.
Over Kobe?
Sorry.
Hey, you about to get a house over there in the Matrix with Claude, dog.
Sorry,
you about to get a house over there, dog.
I'm gonna say this too, Big G. I might lightweight agree with Pay. That's probably closer. He kind of did it more easily than I would do it, but I probably would. It's close. Steph and Kobe close.
Over Kobe?
Kobe probably like 7 or 8 in that Larry Bird range. Steph probably like 9 or 10.
Kobe top 15.
Ooh.
Top 15? Oh my, blasphemy. Go and put him over there. Go and put him over there, man. Go and put him over there. Go there, man. Stop it. Stop. Put him over there right now, man. You got to go.
How was top 15?
How
was top 15 disrespectful? I don't get it.
Kobe is top 6 or 7 easy.
That's why I put him in that 8 range.
No, okay. Oh, wait. We got LeBron, we got Mike, we got Kareem, we got that's 3.
Magic and Larry.
Magic
and Larry.
That's 5.
That's 5.
You ain't said Wilt yet. You ain't said Wilt yet. You ain't said Wilt. You ain't said Shaq.
A bunch of postmen and a bunch of garbage men, a bunch of maintenance men. No, he was good, but no.
He was the best player in the
world. Kobe owed 3 of his titles to Shaq.
But he got 2 by himself.
He did.
Okay. I mean, Steph got 4 rings, though.
Where he was the man.
Kobe got 5.
Where he was the man. Steph was the man. on his
I
teams.
mean, man, look, this is what it all comes down to.
Claude
Chris Childs beat
over there with
Kobe up.
Claude. Claude said that Kobe's not top 10. Claude, that's why Pay is with you.
This is where it all comes down to. Chris Childs beat Kobe up, and Reggie Miller beat him up. So I mean, I can't have you with my top 10. You got 2 L's right there.
Oh, because Reggie Miller choked him out, and Chris Childs caught him with the beep 2-piece.
And your boy Karl Malone, who I'm not a fan of. I do not like Karl Malone, but Karl Malone was like, he was so bold that he wasn't scared of you, that he went up to your wife and started macking at her at practice. I'm sorry, Kobe. I'm sorry.
But you know, Kobe had the young kid come in. You know, you can get away with that when you were OG and you just trying to show the young fella where you at. I get it. I've done it a few times in my day. Just not throw my weight around, throw my experience and age around.
Man,
like you just a little fella.
For my list, I'm going Bron, Mike, Kareem, Magic Bird, Wilt, Kobe, Tim Duncan 8.
Ooh,
that's mine.
Don't Tim Duncan have a winning record against Kobe in the playoffs?
I'm sure
Tim
he do.
Duncan is the greatest power
Tim
forward
Duncan.
ever played football.
Tim Duncan was undefeated in the finals until he ran up against LeBron.
Hey, Pay, is Shaq over Kobe on the all-time list?
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
no, he's not. No, stop it.
So too.
No,
Hey, man.
no.
And I don't have
Kobe.
I have Shaq at like 11.
Oh, I got Shaq like in the top 9, 10 maybe.
This is
He's ahead of
blasphemous. This is blasphemy. There's no way. No way, man. No way.
You got to make room for Kevin Durant, dog. Kevin Durant.
Not over Kobe. Not over Kobe. Stop that.
Kevin Durant not over Kobe.
Not over Kobe.
You got to make room. You got to make room. Kevin Durant he's got tied for the second most scoring titles in league history. He's got 2 titles. He's about to score his 30,000th point at some point this season.
And he still ain't better than Kobe Bryant. He still ain't better than Kobe. No, he's not better than Kobe Bryant, bro. Kobe, right. Oh my God, I can't believe Kobe is the closest Michael Jordan ever.
I didn't say Durant over Kobe. I said you got to start making room for Durant. That's all I'm saying. You got to start making room for him,
bro.
All right, fellas, it's getting a little late. We gonna get into more basketball and these kind of lists like that after Super Bowl 59. So as of right now, finish out Big G and Pay. Who's the overall Super Bowl winner this year? We know in 3 weeks, the 9th of February. Who's the overall Super Bowl champion this year?
Philadelphia Eagles. They're going to win the chip. It's their time.
I'm going to be very depressed if the DC Chocolate City Commandos win the Super Bowl. I'm not going to be more depressed than Daniel Snyder. But I'm going to be a little I'm going to take that one hard. And I see a path in them doing it. So I'm maybe, and this hurts me to say as well, the Kansas City Chiefs once again win the Super Bowl.
Pay, you know, if the Commanders do win it, the door is closed forever to Caleb Williams being better than Jaden Daniels.
That's not true.
It'll never, ever, ever happen.
That's not true.
It's closed. He won a Super Bowl as a freaking rookie.
That's not true.
Oh my God! Stop! Oh my God! Stop it! Oh my God! Stop it!
They have a whole career. They have a whole career left.
I got the Eagles versus the Bills. With the Eagles winning it, Saquon Barkley too much. Buffalo can be ran on, and the Eagles win it.
Chip show.
Oh, yeah.
Chip show. All right, fellas, we're out of here. Thanks for another great show. Claude trying to redeem himself and get out of the matrix. It's too late, Claude. The door's Katie barred. Stop it. But we thank everybody that watched this and liked this and followed us in the live chat. Make sure you check us out on the audio side of the platform. We appreciate everything you do by listening to us on Fans First Sports Network. by listening to us on Steel Curtain Network, by rocking with us on all the shows and all the formats that we are on across the board. As for me, G, as for my boy Payday, as for my boy Tate, and don't forget to check out the Know It Alls podcast on Sunday, 6:15. We are diligently working to get 1,000 subs. We're over 700. And we appreciate all you guys watching us from over there, coming back over here, and going back over there. We'll check you guys next week on the Homies Overtime. Peace and air grease, y'all. Holla.
Hey.
Arrest Brett Favre.